Finish in the top 10.
Didn't work quite as well for Blackie Wanger in the car number 39. He spins around as leader Benny Parsons goes by. There's Bobby Allison running in second place. They'll go on to finish first and second as Blackie Wanger slips back up on the racetrack and hits the wall. Around, down on the inside, out of the way of oncoming traffic.
Here are the final standings in the second 125-mile qualifier. A big victory for Benny Parsons. Bobby Allison in second, Bodine third, Sterling Marlin fourth, Harry Gant fifth, and the man who will sit on the outside of the front row in the Daytona 500, Davey Allison, was relegated to sixth after that wild slide. In the final position, way back on the bubble, Trevor Boyce and Mark.
1 lap to go. 14 transfer spots available, 18 cars in the draft.
Right now, Mike Skinner's using the throttle pedal, the steering wheel, but most importantly, the rear view mirror.
I can't even talk about it. 4 wide, 5 wide. And they made it. Dave Blaney almost took out half the field coming from the apron up onto the racetrack there.
They told me they could have made that turn. I said, there ain't no way.
They were 5 wide.
And 2 of them were on the apron.
Skinner blocking, Junior.
Oh, gee. Uh-oh, boys.
He's going to run out of racetrack.
Got to give him some room, Mike.
Earnhardt Jr. muscled his way to the front. They're lining up for a run behind him. Here comes Jeff Burt. This is it.
They all make it back without wrecking him. Surprise me, boys.
2 by 2, Earnhardt on the bottom, Skinner up top to squeeze him down. Photo finish.
I will not try to call that. We was looking right down on him.
Here comes Kerry Earnhardt around the outside of Casey Mears, racing his way into the Daytona 500. Side by side for the lead. It'll be 1 to go.
And Mike Skinner in the 23, there's not a whole lot he could do right there. White flag this time.
They were 4 wide, and Dale Jarrett got squeezed out of that sandwich.
Yeah, Dale said, you know, I'm on the pole, and guess what?
Right.
You boys just go right on up there. Ooh, somebody's getting forced high, but they held on to it.
Last lap.
Kerry Earnhardt in the 33, Greg Biffle in 16. They've been working right against the wall through the corners, getting 3 or 4 cars a lap. Half a lap to go.
Biffle's been good all weekend. Comes Ryan Newman. Got the push.
Now, who's back there against Kerry? Kenny Wallace in the 00. Battling Kerry Earnhardt, 33 and 00 for the final transfer spot.
See Jamie McMurray in the 42 car. Remember, it wasn't that long ago. He was down a lap.
Down to the line in the first of the Gatorade Duel. Junior below the line. He got it. Michael Waltrip wins it in the final 500 feet.
Kevin LePage in the 61.
LePage got by Skinner that lap. Skinner on the high side there. And Derek Cope sneaking up on the bottom there. 74 car.
And Bill Elliott in the 36. Elliott is already locked into the field, but can take a position if he can catch LePage or Skinner.
And all of a sudden, LePage looks like his car is going away. He gets by Skinner. And here comes Skinner back. And Derek Cope right behind him.
Those guys trying to race their way into the Daytona 500.
Oh, look, Derek Cope's on the high side of Skinner.
Elliott
racing to the line. Contact. And Skinner beats him to the line by a fender. And there was some rubbing and bumping there.
And there might be some more.
Looks like. Uh-oh.
Did Skinner get in?
Bill Elliott got by him.
Oh.
It's LePage and Elliott.
We got to go through inspection, okay? So you got to top it off with fuel. They're going to make you top it off, but let's get ready, they'll think.
Let's look at it again.
We were so busy watching Skinner, and
I forgot about Bill Elliott.
There you see Skinner on the bottom. You see
that's Elliott on the left.
Ah, okay, you're right. We were watching Skinner and Cope, and then banging into each other.
And Bill Elliott, who already had a place in the starting field based on time, takes a position based on his finish.
That's right. So that means that Robbie Gordon can fall back on his time and will be in the Daytona 500 in the 7 car in the second race.
So Robbie Gordon in this race was the biggest Hermie Sadler and Bill Elliott fan.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Sadler fell out early, but by Bill Elliott taking a position based on how he finished in this race, Robbie Gordon, who just missed the Daytona 500.
Rather calm, but you ought to be in that thing when it's slipping around like that.
I'll give it to him.
Gordon and Bain back at 9th and 10th. White flag. And Jeff Burton.
I guarantee you, Wild Thing in that 18 car, he's not going to be content to run 4th in this race.
This will not be the way they finish.
2 Chevys, 2 Toyotas, 2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas, a Chevy and a Toyota. But on point, Jeff Burton trying for his first Daytona Speed Week's checkered flag. Clint Boyer locked on to him.
I know Michael and Kyle would like to pull out, but they're afraid to.
2 wide behind them with Brian Keselowski in 5th.
They're going to take a look here. Michael and Kyle, here they come. They got to run, but they're going to
crash.
Oh, no.
Trevor Bain is in it along with David Reagan. And Burton will win it over Boyer.
5/1000ths of a second.
21's free on the high side. 21's free on the high side behind it. He's getting a shot for the 21 now. Here he comes.
If that 21 can work with Joey Logano, I think they might have a shot at getting to the inside of Dale Jr. Right here is where you're going to have to back up to the car. Let Jr. get out there. Don't worry about what's happening down the back straightaway. Worry about what's going to happen when you get to turn 3 or maybe even coming off of turn 4.
Junior just gets off of a corner so well. It gets off of 2 great. It really gets off turn 4. He's been able to gap everybody on corner exit.
Just not quite enough right there.
Can't quite get to him.
They're still 1 apart. They're still 1 apart.
1 car length.
Not pushing.
That's the difference. Chevy versus Ford. Spinning goes Brian Scott to the infield, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. will win his dual race for the 2nd year in a row. Down on the inside, toward the back of that group,
wow.
Around goes Brian Scott.
Boy, that didn't take much at all. We saw Michael McDowell drop down to the inside, actually trying to help out Brian Scott, and it just brought that car around in a hurry.
I just think, Jeff, it just shows how much on edge these cars are.
Matt Yoakum awaits Jr. in victory lane.
Mike, he gave the checkered flag to owner Rick Hendrick. Well, 5 to go, an impressive pass for the lead. What did you learn most about Amelia that you're excited about the 500?
Well, we knew it was a real good car. This car, actually, a lot of people don't talk about it, but it won the 150 last year too. So it's got 3 wins and a 2nd and a 3rd last year. It's a great car. Another win at Daytona for the Earnhardts. Keep adding to the legacy, and we're up there in the 50s now with all the wins we got here. So I'm real glad to be able to do that. It was a fun race. Did a lot of blocking tonight. Nothing too crazy, but glad it didn't have to get that way. But, just defending those guys and the moves they were putting together was a real challenge. There's some great cars out there, some really, really good guys out there that are starting to become pretty tough on these plate tracks. Joey's always up there. Denny's real tough. You see the same guys up there all the time in the last several years, and they're hard to hold off, and it's getting harder and harder.